Hey everybody, Phil from Two Forks. So the other day I found a length of 2x4 on my wood pile outside and was going to make kindling out of it and realized that it was pretty tight grain stuff and looked pretty good. So I thought, all right, let's try and make something out of this. It's a couple feet long. And this is what I ended up making. I thought about it and I was like, I'd like to have a nicer stand for my bonsai tree that sits outside now in the summertime. And that's what we ended up doing. Ipe legs, had a little sticky Ipe, and this really nice clear Doug fir that kind of lends itself to the bonsai theme, I think. So anyway, I made a quick video of it, and here it is. So hope you enjoy it.
Okay, so here's our weathered 2x4 that was sitting on top of our log pile outside that I just grabbed off of there, and our little piece of Ipe that I saved for, I guess, just this occasion. So we're just going to run the 2x through here a few times and get the weathering off of it. This is a pretty easy process, obviously. Once we get that, then we're going to take it over and square it up on the joiner and run it through the table saw. You can tell how straight it is because I only have to run it through once, and then we'll just cut that other edge off of there and run it through the joiner, and that'll be that. We'll have our piece of wood that we're going to be working with. It's amazing how straight that board was for having sat on the lumber pile for 3 or 4 years, but came out pretty nice and clean. So that's definitely going to work for us for this project. So now we're going to cut it in half, make 2 pieces, usable pieces, and they'll be book matched or whatever they call it, I guess, sort of. So we'll just run it quick through even my junky bandsaw can handle this. We're going to have the 2 pieces that we're then going to join together and turn back into one piece, just one wider piece. So it came out nice. It's going to work out perfect. So we'll glue her up real fast. So when you glue things, I think I've said this before, make sure you really spread the glue around, make sure it's nice and uniform, and then don't get crazy with the clamping pressure either, because that tends to bow it, and just go easy. It should be fine. So once I figure out why my jigsaw is not working, there we go. I'm just going to round this off a little bit. It's a lot softer looking. It has a softer feel with the round edges. We're going to keep the base square, but we're going to round the little top part off. So then we'll take it over, mortising jig on our drill press, and we're going to drill 4 holes in it. That's a 3/8 mortising bit on there. And these are pretty cool things. If you don't have one, you should get one. They're not expensive, and they work pretty well if you're cutting a lot of mortises, or even if you're just fooling around doing something like this. It's a good handy tool to have. We've mortised it. We're just going to round it over. Again, I think it's a little softer for what we're doing, and to not have any real sharp edges on here. So we're going to actually round the top and the bottom of this thing off. It's I think about a 1/4 inch round over bit on there, and that little handy router that I have that I love. And then we're just going to knock these Ipe pegs in there. Obviously, I just ripped those on the table saw. And they're a little bigger than 3/8, and they tap in nice. And once you tap those through, they're probably going to protrude a little bit through there. So let them do that and just sand them down. And if they stick out too much, take a little flush cut saw and cut those off if you're using Ipe, because Ipe, I think, is like one of the hardest woods there is out there. So it'll take you a while to sand all that down. So now we're going to use this outdoor marine varnish because this is going to sit outside in the summertime. So we're going to use this and just coat it all up real nice. The only thing that's weird about this product is it takes forever to dry, and so be prepared for that. Maybe it's just because I live in New England and it's a sort of a moist climate. I don't really know what it is, but be prepared for this to take a day or 2. So in between coats, you're gonna have to wait a little bit. But I love the way it came out. I love the contrast between the fir and the Ipe. Came out the way I was hoping. Now Shopcat had to get into the video, but here's the end result. It's nice sitting outside. It's gonna be a nice little pleasing thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys give it a shot. If you got some little piece of wood, make something cool out of it. We'll see you.